online class or e-learning program. All the parents are sending me messages and asking me about, should I enroll my child in an online class or should I take a e-learning program or an online course to teach my child? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you the benefits and the disadvantages of online class and online course. So watch the video. My name is Shekhar. I'm the founder of Alphasonic Phonics and Reading Program. We are a phonics company. We teach phonics to small children right from 2 years to 6 years, and we make them independent readers. In this module, during the COVID-19 lockdown, a lot of people are running for live classes and they are sending us messages on our Facebook and on Instagram asking us that, Shekhar, what should I do? So I'm going to discuss what is the difference in a live class, which is also known as an online class, and what is known as an online program, or it's also called as an e-learning program. Okay, so let's go to the online class first, which is very famous nowadays and it's in every home right now. In an online class, you have to be present live. You have to sit in front of a PC or a mobile, or and you need to have a pair of headphones. Okay, if you want to listen accurately. If you have a large house, then you are on a different setup. But in an online program, or you can say e-learning program, you don't need all these things. It is not supposed to be live. It's recorded videos. Okay, and you can watch it anytime. It's up to your convenience. You want to watch it in the night, you want to watch it in the morning, you want to watch it in the afternoon. So that's the first main difference. Online classes are live. Online program or recorded videos. Okay, now let's go to the next difference. Okay, you have to be present on that particular time if you are doing a live class, if you're doing an online class. So for example, if your teacher has told you that the class is from 5 to 6 or the class is from 3 to 4, then you have to be there on 3 to 4 no matter whatever you're doing, otherwise you're going to miss the class. But in an online program, that's not the limitation. As I said earlier, you can do it anytime. There is no restriction of time and you can do it at your own convenience, and there is no need to rush. So children can do and learn at their own pace. Okay, that's the advantage of an online or an e-learning program. The next main difference is, if you have any doubts, and see, we are talking about young children. We are talking about children who are like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Okay, and every parent knows how they use these gadgets, they are more they are more advanced. In fact, they know more about gadgets than us. So it's very difficult to keep the attention. Okay, if we are trying to, if there is the class which is also of 15 or 20 children or even 10 children, it's very difficult for a teacher to keep at attention, because these are small children, and as per the global ratings, it's only 3 seconds. The attention is only 3 seconds of a normal adult. Just imagine what is the attention span of small children. Okay, so it's very difficult to keep the child attentive during a live class. Okay, he might be distractive if he is not engaged, if he is not kept in an engaged manner. He might just switch the screen off, and you never know, because you might be busy somewhere else. That's not the case in an online program or an e-learning program. In an e-learning program, you are always supervising, because you are given the login IDs and passwords, and there are videos which you have to learn and give assignments to the child. So that's an advantage of an e-learning program, where you are always supervising, or you are always going through the program first and giving a worksheet or an assignment to the child. Let's talk about the third one. Okay, if you have a doubt, during a live class, okay, like an online class, if you have a doubt, the teacher is watching like 10 children, or teacher is busy doing it, you raise your hand or you unmute yourself, or there is a lot of, if everyone is unmute, then there is a lot of noise. It's very difficult to ask a doubt. So what you need to do is, you need to get back to the teacher later in the class and tell her that you have these particular doubts. Well, on an online or an e-learning program, if you do not understand a concept, if you have not understood a particular concept, you can watch the video again and you can clear your doubts. However, you always have access to getting back to the to the trainer, to the coach, to the teacher, and asking her doubts, and she will mail you back. Sometimes, you know, we have an online program in which we have even called the parent and we have asked what is a specific doubt. We have done video calls with children and we have asked them that, you know, if the doubt is cleared, and we have given them in-depth, you know, concept understanding. That's the advantage of an online and an e-learning program. Okay, now let's go to the next point. Yes, in an online class, there is a possibility that there are many children in the class, and you know, if there is a language class or if there is anything you're teaching for children, you need to get a response back. Okay, and that's why teacher has to unmute all. Okay, so if teacher is unmuting all, and then there is a lot of noise because some children are sitting at a different setup, everyone would not be able to afford a room. So that's another possibility. So there is a lot of noise and distraction, and there is a lot of mixed responses. So there is always a kind of a distraction in an online live class. When it comes to an online learning, or it's called an e-learning program, okay, it's your convenience. Okay, so you are watching it anytime. Okay, there's no distraction. It's kind of a one-to-one with you. Okay, the trainer is teaching you only, so there is a complete attention. All right, so that's the another advantage of an online class. Okay, internet issues. Nowadays everyone is on Zoom, even the parents are working from home, so there is a lot of internet issues, and sometimes the network is less, and you know, there might be even a possibility that the internet might just go. So the child has missed the class. Okay, if it's an online live class, wherein when it comes to an online learning program or an e-learning program, you know, you can do it whenever there is an internet, and you know that, you know, you are going to switch it on, so you can manage the internet as per the convenience. That's the advantage of another online or an e-learning program. The next is you know, notifications. It's one of the important element. You know, all the parents don't have a spare PC or an iPad or a cell phone, so most of the parents are giving their own gadgets and like their own cell phones, and you know, they are telling the children to go ahead and, you know, do the Zoom class in that. Most of the moms are doing that. We see that on a daily basis. So notification keeps on coming in, and you know how children are. So if even one notification has come, they just go ahead and click on it and they miss the class. Okay, and children are sometimes so smart. If it's a 4.5 or a 5-year-old child, they know it. Okay, they have gone out and how they have to come back, but they have actually missed the class. All right, so that's one of the other thing, the mobile notification. Well, that's not the case in an online you know, learning program or an e-learning program. It's always that's module, that concept is just playing. Okay, and even if it's a notification, that's not a matter. You can see the notification and then again you can get back to the video. That's an advantage of an e-learning or an online module class. Another thing you need is the specific software. Most of them are going on Zoom or, you know, any other softwares which are there. So I'm hearing Zoom a lot. So most of the parents are using Zoom. Okay, so you need to install that particular software on your cell phone or PC or wherever that is, and you need to, you know, go through that thing. Okay, but in an online module or an e-learning module, there is no need for any software. Okay, you can just open your browser and you can just access the module just by putting in your login details. You're sorted. That's the another good part of the e-learning program. Okay, cost. Yes, this can be another game player, because looking at the scenarios of COVID-19 and lockdowns and the layoffs, cost is a very, very important factor which is going to come into the picture. In an online class, the cost is depending on how much the teacher is charging and stuff like that, and you know, because she has a particular number of targets and stuff like that. So that's the cost that she's charging. In an online or an e-learning program, okay, the cost is already set. Okay, it's a program like once you buy, it's minimum valid for 6 months to 1 year. So you don't need to worry about a recurring cost, wherein in an online live class there might be a recurring cost or a monthly fee or something like that. But in an online e-learning module, one cost and you're sorted. You don't have to pay again and again. So that's the another good thing about e-learning program. Okay, now the most important, my verdict, if you have a child who is smaller than 5 years or, you know, or something like that, and you know, you want to go for an online class, I would recommend supervise the class. Okay, or be behind the child, because children, they are children, okay, and they are watching this a lot. My friend is doing an online class, the parents are listening to this, I'm getting my children doing online class. A lot of internationals are, children are doing online class. Yes, online class is good, but again, the child needs to have achieved certain age, okay, and that's what I would recommend. So if there is a child who is less than 5 years or 4, between that kind of an age range, I would suggest, if you are going for an online class, I'm not saying don't do that. If you're going for an online class, supervise, okay. And at the same time, if you are a parent of a child who is less than 5 years, okay, I would suggest you go for an e-learning program or an online course. And we at Alphasonic, we have an online course ready for parents. Okay, they can just go to the link below I have given. They can just read the whole details, what's covered, what's not covered, and you can go ahead and you can buy the course. Okay, the reason is you are there, you are just spending 15 to 20 minutes explaining the concept. There is a downloadable worksheet, printables, you can say that. Just click one print and you get it. So the child is engaged in an activity, he's listening to you. The most important is you are building that bond with the child when you're doing these kind of activities with them. And see, you have to give them habit of sitting and studying. So this is a good habit that you will give them, and they also know. And some of the parents have sent us feedback that now my child says, let's put this module and let's do those worksheets. So it has really did a lot of change. So e-learning module is what I would suggest if you have a child less than 5 years, 6 years, okay, and they want to learn something online. That's what I would suggest. However, yes, the game is there. People are saying go for an online class, online class, online class. Imagine how much a small child can sit, a class more than a 35, 40, 1 hour. Even if you are sitting on a call which is more than 1 hour, 2 hours, you just see how you feel. So just imagine if a child has to sit for 3-4 hours, okay, online live classes, what will happen to him? And that's why we, I recommend that go for an e-learning module. We have an e-learning module already ready. If you want to teach language or phonics or reading to your child at home, you can just go down to the link and you can below. What do you think about this video? I would also like to know that. So comment below and share this video, and also subscribe our channel and like our channel. Thank you so much.